I'm going to try to demonstrate a rose. I'm going to try to make it delicate looking. I'm going to be using yellows, oranges, and reds, I think. I've done a sketch using, I think I used cadmium yellow and my little liner brush. I'm using the small brush on this one. And I'm starting out with cadmium yellow. And while it's still wet, I'm going to come back in with just a little bit of light cadmium red down here. Now, since I'm working one petal at a time, I have to leave a space, so I'll be skipping around. I am on this one going to put in a little bit of that cadmium red on the edge. I think I won't do it on those two. Again, I'm doing the outside edge of the petal. This is a little bit tedious right now, but it'll start to take shape pretty soon. Now I'm going to try something which may be a disaster. In the darkest areas, I'm going to do those next. And I'm going to try magenta. And I'm going to be using it quite strong. I had intended to make this a delicate look, but I think I'm going to change my mind and see if I can do something with a little bit of impact. I may regret it, but I kind of figure nothing ventured, nothing gained. You can always learn from the mistakes, even if they don't turn out well. You know that, well, that didn't work, so I won't try that again. I'm working on dry paper again, by the way. The reason I'm putting this in rather dark is with the hope that it will overpower the yellowish color and not turn to mud. Now I'm going to switch to the cadmium red. I think in this one I'm going to add a little bit of magenta with it. Actually, I think I'll do that here too. You don't want to lose that light area. There's a highlight that I see in the reference photo I'm using. So what I did is I lifted a little bit of that magenta and put in a little bit of the cadmium red. I didn't wet these areas, but I am adding cadmium red. The intent here is to show some of those ruffly areas on the edges of the petals. On this petal, I want to try to brighten it a little bit, so I'm going to put in some cadmium red and just gently blend it. And I said I didn't want to lose that light area, but it looks funny to me, so I'm going to blend it in. And I'm quickly going to put in these little leaf areas. I'm just using a dark forest green. And I picked up a little bit of the cad yellow, and I'll drop that in. And it's not a total disaster. I hope you've enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.